Would you like to know how much properties are selling for in Jeremy Ranch? My name is Ron Wilstein, and I'm a broker at Keller Williams Luxury Properties here in Park City, Utah. On this webinar, I want to share with you three things. Number one, I want to give you an overview of the Park City real estate market. And then I'm going to ask my colleague Doug Almstead to come on and share with you details on recent sales and prices in Jeremy Ranch. And then thirdly, I want to share with you the impact that new construction is having on selling older or existing properties. Let's take a look at the Park City real estate market. Park City's real estate market has been mixed these days, and so we want to take a closer look at the details. Over the past year, there's been 1,262 sales in Park City. That consists of homes, condominiums, and vacant land, and that's all real estate brokerages combined. That is down 89 sales or 7% from the same 12-month period the year before. This graph here breaks down homes, condominiums, and lots, and we're looking at the time period with the red bars of April 2018 through March 2019. Silver bar represents the 12-month period before that. You can see right away that home sales are down by 4%, dropping from 545 sales to 521 sales this past year. Similar fashion, condominiums are down from 624 sales all the way down to 586 sales, a 6% decline. And then lot sales, well, we don't have a lot of lot sales, but they've dropped about 15% to 155 sales from 182 the year before. The number of sales in most categories are dropping. But what's happening with property prices? Everyone, of course, wants to know where their property values are going. The good news is they're going up. They continue to rise in double-digit fashion. We're here looking at home medium sold prices for the same time period I mentioned before. This time we've broken it up into Park City and the Snyderville Basin, the county area of Park City. And within the Park City limits, price appreciation year over year is 16% for homes, climbing from a median price of $1,850,000 all the way to $2,145,000. Then we look over the Snyderville Basin and see a 21% increase, climbing all the way up to $1,262,500 from the previous year of $1,040,000. We then turn our attention to condominiums, and they are up 11% across the board. Median price is now $850,000 in the Park City limits, whereas before it was $765,000, and up 11% up to $545,000 from the previous $492,500. So prices are solidly rising year over year. We turn over to vacant land in the Park City limits. We see an increase year over year of 34%, from $805,000 as a median price all the way up to $1,075,000. Now, I do need to point out there were not a lot of sales within the Park City limits, and when you're dealing with a small samplings and a year-over-year comparison, unless the lots are very comparable, that can account for a large discrepancy or change. So I don't want you to think that land values across the board went up 34%, because that would be misleading, although accurate in the case of the actual sales. Snyderville Basin maybe reflects a more typical appreciation, 9%, with the median price rising from $450,000 all the way up to $490,000. So what's happening in the Park City real estate market? Sold prices are going up, number of sales are dropping. This next graph may help you understand precisely what's happening. We're looking here at closed home sales, and over the past year, the average number of days on the market was 119 days, so about 4 months. We compare that now to homes that were on the market that didn't sell, and they were on the market for an average of 258 days, and that is without selling. So it's more than double the time of the properties that are correctly priced that sell. What this is telling us, and what buyers are telling us, are the following. One, that buyers are purchasing correctly priced properties. They're not wasting any time on overpriced properties, and the days on the market are increasing for properties, mainly because about 2/3 of the properties on the market are overpriced, and as a result, they're not selling.
Let's now take a look at what's been happening in Jeremy Ranch. Home sales in Jeremy Ranch are down 8% over last year's number of sales. Here you can see that graphically from 61 sales the year prior, down 8% to 56 sales. We always like to look at the absorption rate. The absorption rate helps us predict how long homes are likely to take to sell in the future. The National Association of Realtors says that a balanced market of equal sellers and buyers is 6 months, and in a resort town such as Park City, it's actually 9 months. So in Jeremy Ranch, homes are selling at a pace of 1 sale every 7 days, and there are currently 22 homes on the market in Jeremy Ranch, which equates to a 5-month inventory. Remember what I just said about the National Association of Realtors. In Jeremy Ranch, the market does favor the sellers. Home sales have been ranging from $602,000 all the way up to $2,850,000, with the median sold price being $1,068,250. That is up 10% from the previous year's value of $970,000 median sold price. Turning our attention to lot sales in Jeremy Ranch, the number of sales are unchanged at 7 sales. Lots have been selling at a pace of 1 sale every 52 days, and there are currently 9 lots on the market in Jeremy Ranch. This equates to a 15-month inventory, so you can see in this case, in lots in Jeremy Ranch, it actually favors the buyers. Lots have been selling from $162,900 all the way up to $495,000, making the median sold price $389,000. And that is up 5% from last year's median sold price of $370,000. Now you can receive all this information instantly anytime you'd like. Just go to BuyParkCity.com, choose Market Reports, and create your own custom report. The nice part is it only takes 10 seconds to complete to get your report. Just to show you how easy that is, I'm just going to jump there quickly. This is the website, BuyParkCity.com. Like I said, right here in the middle is the Market Reports button. This will show you all the neighborhoods in all of Park City, but if you're interested in Jeremy Ranch, just start typing Jeremy Ranch, and that will pop up, Jeremy Ranch area. If you're interested in homes, you would select homes. If you're condos or land, whatever it is you're interested in, maybe it's very specific on your size of home, you have 5+ bedrooms, then whatever it is, you would select that, go to your market report. That's going to show you everything that is currently available for sale, properties that are under contract with buyers to be purchased. And if you're interested in specific sold data, maybe a house that sold or what the actual sales prices have been, then you're going to select this button and I will get that information to you. Go ahead and save your market report. Just give it a name that you'll remember so that you know what that is when it hits your inbox. And tell me how often you want it, monthly, bi-weekly, anything you like there. Go ahead and save your preferences and that will come to your inbox. It is really just that easy.
There are plenty of new homes and condominiums being built these days in Park City, and that means 2 things. There are more choices for buyers today, and there's more competition for existing property owners with older properties. We've been talking a lot in our webinars and in our newsletter about the impact of new construction on property sales and prices, and I want to take a little time to talk about it here. This is such an important discussion that we have devoted our entire next issue of the Park City Link newsletter to new construction, and so that will be coming out and arriving in your mailboxes shortly, and of course it's posted on our website. But we included a buyer and seller's guide to new construction. There are over 35 new construction projects underway currently, and in an effort to help you understand them, both from a buying or a selling point of view, we've written this guide. Let me get out of the way here. We've broken this into geographical categories for ease of use, and you can see that there's new properties in the Canyons area, Deer Valley, Empire Pass, Jordanelle, Old Town, and that's just to name a few. If you'd like to get your free copy, just give us a call at 435-487-0151 or drop us an email at info@thewilsteinteam.com. We'll be sure you get a copy of this new construction real estate guide for Park City. Also, you'll be receiving, if you're on our mailing list, our latest Park City Link newsletter, and it focuses on new construction. Watch for it in the mail. or go to our website at BuyParkCity.com and you can read it now. There are 434 brand new properties coming on the market within the next 12 months. Some of these are currently on the market and others are finishing construction and will be on soon, but about 2/3 of them either have reservation agreements or they're under contract. This represents a significant competition for older properties. Today's marketplace, buyers just love new properties. Now, if 70% of these new properties sell within the next 12 months, and as I said, 2/3 of them are already in reservation or under contract, it will reduce the number of sales of older properties. Let's look at the math here. If there's 434 properties and let's say 70% of them sell, that means out of the total number of sales, 297 will be new properties. You recall this slide I presented at the beginning of this webinar. 1,262 sales in Park City occurred within the past 12 months, and they consisted of homes, condominiums, and vacant land. If we remove the vacant land, that number drops to 1,107 sales over the past 12 months. If we then take away the 297 likely sales, which will be the new properties, it leaves us a balance of 810 older properties. These are homes and condos. You can see that new construction sales will have a significant impact on the number of sales among the older properties. They will cut into that number of sales, and owners will have to take into account the competition from the newer property segment of the market. In light of all the new construction competition, we now offer our new three-dimensional property value assessment for older properties. Instead of simply telling you what your property is worth based upon your neighborhood or your condominium project, we are also looking closely at the new construction options available to today's buyer. We'll compare your property with similar new and older properties that have sold and look at the current inventory of similar properties on the market, both new and old, and their asking prices. From that information, we'll share with you what your property is worth under 3 scenarios. 1, its value in its current condition. 2, its value if you complete some improvements and upgrades, simple things such as paint or new carpeting. Or 3, if you complete significant upgrades to new construction levels. With this information, you can make a well-informed decision what is the best thing for you to do in your situation when it comes to selling your property. If you want to keep it simple, sell it in its current condition. We'll give you the details associated with that. On the other hand, if you want to invest some money, either in minor improvements or significant changes and upgrades, we'll share with you the pertinent information you need in those instances. If you have any questions, please reach out to either Doug or myself, either by email or a phone call. And if you'd like us to give you a call back, please include your phone number and a preferred time for us to call. In the meantime, check out our Park City Link newsletter. Cover a lot of important details that we didn't touch on in this webinar. You can read it on our website at BuyParkCity.com/ParkCityLink. If you're thinking about selling your Jeremy Ranch property during the next couple of months, now's the time to act. Go to our website, BuyParkCity.com/selling, or choose the Selling tab at the top of the page, and choose the box, What's My Property Worth? If you do so, we'll contact you for a free 3D property value assessment of your home. If you have any questions about anything we've covered during this webinar, contact Doug or myself, Ron at thewilsteinteam.com, or Doug at thewilsteinteam.com. We'd love to chat with you. I want to thank you for participating in this webinar, and be sure to bookmark BuyParkCity.com/Jeremy Ranch. There's always current information on the marketplace in your neighborhood.